bad influence on the left, role model on the right.
Okay, so what is like the worst bad influence you could possibly have?
Smokey from Smokey and the Bandit.
Fair enough.
What?
Fair.
I thought for 1 second you were going to go with Smokey the Bear, like from the forest fires, and I was like,
No,
what's come to light about Smokey the Bear that I don't know?
he's been setting those fires.
Welcome back to Eat Sleep Nerd. In this episode, we are playing Wavelength, Nerdy Edition. Wavelength is a party game where players try to read each other's minds. We'll explain more about how to play in just a second, but first, please like this channel. If you have not already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. If you're on the go, listen to our podcast, Eat Sleep Nerd, on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and anywhere you listen to podcasts. And if you're watching this video over on YouTube, please leave a comment and play along with us. We're going to make it to where you can play along at the same time. So, let's get right into it. I'm Corey Winter. Joining me here to play this game, we have my fiance Cynthia Taylor.
Boom.
My brother
Thanks,
Josh Winter.
Thanks, Josh. I'm going to talk over your introduction now.
My brother Josh Winter.
Oh, I got two.
Soon-to-be brother-in-law. Thanks, Josh. And Christian James!
James.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Yes.
I am not family.
Oh.
Hey. Family to me.
Thought you were about to drop a In the Claire We All fan.
All right, so we're playing Wavelength. We've never actually played this together. Cynthia and I have played the basic version of this game. Josh and Chris have not played this game at all. And so we're going to be playing it with a twist. We're doing some nerdy prompts. They don't know what the prompts are yet. I made these all up. So we'll see how this goes.
Does that give your team an unfair advantage?
I don't know them.
She doesn't know them. I mean, no, because the
whole idea is you have to do it on
it's all
my...
about
Okay.
mind reading. So if you're not familiar with Wavelength, the idea is that, Cynthia, you're going to explain it.
Okay. Josh, I'll be using you as an example as well.
Okay.
So, facing towards the camera, how do I talk and do this at the same time? Whoever chooses a category, the team that chooses a category will spin the dial, and only the team that chose the category gets to see...
You can hold it up to you.
Can I? Yeah. Gets to see where it landed. So, Corey and I are on a team. I'm just showing the camera for instructional purposes, but... Okay, cool. We have a scale over here. It has 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 2 on the other side. Your goal is to get the other team... You can look, Josh. Never mind.
You have to learn too.
The goal is to get the other team to guess dead on 4 points, or somewhere within that little spectrum. So
The closer you get, the more points you get.
Yeah, closer
Okay.
you get, the more points you get. So you know where the dial is, they don't. And I would say something like, on this side, well, the category would tell us on this side is cold, or on this side is hot, and this side is cold. And then I would come up with a clue. So hot on this side, cold on this side, and I'd say something like campfire. And Josh and Christian would debate, like...
That's warm, but it's like on a
pretty warm.
scale of like...
It can be hot.
Yeah, but like on a like a scientific scale, I feel like that's slightly above middle.
The upper middle
Yeah.
range.
Because I mean, like you've got like the sun,
Yes.
significantly hotter than
A bonfire.
upper middle.
Upper middle. So
Yes,
And
this
so
was...
you guys...
this is when we would get
they would
to
be doing this. They'd be
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
in. I just gave a random clue. I didn't actually do it based on where it was. But they're saying like upper middle, so they'd put campfire here. And I'd open it. Oh, let's pretend they were right. Oh, great job. You got it right on.
4
Good
points.
job.
Yay.
That's how it would work.
Okay, I like this game.
Tis fun.
But there's an Eat Sleep Nerd twist. So we made up all of our prompts.
Corey
so I'll
made
be
up.
pulling them up here on the board behind
It's
me.
all of us.
And
In our
to
hearts.
determine what the
Hive
prompt
mind.
is that I'm pulling up, you're going to be pulling a number out of a Lego Star-Lord hat. Okay?
Hat.
So it's number 2 through 28. Don't ask why. So when you pull out the
Wait.
number,
No,
oh my god.
I am asking
what?
why. Why is it 2 through 28?
Because the first slide is the cover slide, which is that right there that we're looking at. So the actual prompt starts on slide 2.
You couldn't just remember to subtract one,
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
Absolutely
that's
not.
way
or
too...
I guess add one.
No.
I'm getting it wrong too, so it's fine. I understand the confusion. Okay,
So anyway, you'll pull out the number, and I'll tell you which is the corresponding prompt.
cool.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Enough.
All right. And we are playing teams. So Cynthia and I are on a team. Josh and Christian are on a team. So when it's Cynthia's and my turn to pull a prompt, we'll debate without giving away any hints on where the thing actually is, and we'll bicker and snicker and
Careful.
Well, we don't
banter.
get to decide where it is. I get
Yeah.
what you're saying. I get what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying. Like, we turn it and then we see it and we'll be like, oh, what clue do we want to
Yeah,
give?
yeah.
It should be this. It should be this.
Yeah.
We have to do it carefully.
it'll make a bunch of sense once we start playing. But the idea is that
Maybe it won't.
you're trying to think the same way the other person thinks.
When you're guessing, you're not guessing what you think. You're guessing what the other person thinks.
Because who gets points? So if let's say we gave the clue campfire and they got it dead on, do we get the points or did they get the points?
They get the points.
Because they
guessed correctly.
Then how do
yes.
we, because we did a good job? Because we're not trying to throw them off. So
They did a good job guessing.
Okay, I got it. I was teaching about this game, but I got it.
All right. All right. So here's your.
I'm qualified to do this job.
So, which team wants to go prompt picking first?
I mean, you're holding the head. Why don't you go first?
All right. All right. So, sweetheart, why don't you have the pleasure of pulling that first number and tell me what you got?
Drum roll.
21.
It's very
Of course,
short.
it'd be all the way in the back. All right. All right. The first prompt is hated, loved.
Are you going to assign a nerdy category to this?
Yeah, so the idea of this game obviously being eat, sleep, nerd version is that all of the clues should be relatively nerdy. If it's not nerdy, you're disqualified. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So on this first prompt, hated and loved. So hated will be on the far left side, loved will be on the far right side. Did
Okay.
I say that right? All right.
So
Yep.
stage
So-
right.
Yes.
Yep.
So Cynthia
Okay.
and I are
We're going
placing.
to turn the thing.
Yeah, we're turning the thing. We reveal it. We're not going to show the audience yet. We'll save that for when Josh and Christian guess. So Cynthia and I have to figure out. Yeah, do it.
Okay, so you and I get to
Okay,
look at it.
go.
Okay. The camera
Okay.
can't see it. Hold on, let me move.
Kim can't see it.
Oh.
Okay. So
Hated versus loved.
loved.
So
And-
to
Hated on
clarify,
this side.
hated versus loved.
Loved.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we somehow have to talk about this without giving away where it is.
I think we talked telepathically.
Okay.
Okay, so
Plays the Aquaman sound.
This is going to be really hard.
because I don't want to talk about like, oh, okay, so tell me something that you would put at the furthest end of each
Yeah,
spectrum because that's going to give them
Okay,
our scale.
So how about this? Okay, something I love or hate. So something nerdy.
This is
Yeah.
weird. This
do
is
you
a
remember
weird
where the
motion.
scale was?
Yeah, I remember where it is.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
odd.
thinking like
Okay. Like Iron Man 3.
okay, I was on the same wavelength.
Okay.
We were getting there.
Okay.
Okay, Iron Man 3.
Dead
That's pretty
center,
good.
right? Like,
Slightly off center. I'd
That's
say.
pretty good.
Okay. I think that's a good start.
I think okay,
Let's
yeah,
just
I
see.
think I'm gonna hold on that one. I think that's
Okay.
a pretty good clue. Should we use that as our official clue?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Official clue.
Iron Man 3.
Iron
Iron
Man 3.
So,
You're moving the red
Okay.
dial.
So-
where do we think Iron Man 3 falls on that scale?
So we've said before that to me, the Iron Man movies are the weakest movies that actually have Iron Man in them.
Correct.
Like he shines in an ensemble. However, I really liked Iron Man 3.
That was
This is where he had all the suits. That was the first time Tony went suit nuts.
oh yeah, that's when Pepper got hot fire.
Yeah. Guy Pearce was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Ben Kinsey was kind of the bad guy, but not really.
Not really.
And then showed up like 20 movies again later.
Yeah, that was weird. Was
It was kind of a forced
We're
cameo.
just talking
Yeah.
about the movie now.
It also had one of my favorite lines in the MCU. It's where he puts on the new suit for the first time and he goes, "Yeah, it's a little tight in the gooey bags."
Right, so how's that help you with this game?
I still say slightly above middle.
Above middle.
Yeah, like
Like
leaning
towards the love side?
yeah, like just barely leaning towards love side.
So how about you place it and then we'll put it back and open it on camera?
Do you
I-
agree though?
Yeah, I agree because there is discourse about that movie, but I would say there's more.
I felt-
loved.
Yeah, I felt like it was actually the most Iron Man movie.
I guess you have to
Yeah.
decide what scale are you going on as a team. Are you going personal preference, or are you going like popular votes?
I have a hard time imagining anyone's opinion being different from mine.
Now remember,
Okay, Josh.
this is not supposed to be where you would place
I
it,
know.
it's where we would place it. So are we on the same wavelength?
Slightly below middle.
Did Corey likes? Because I'm always putting it in the same category with Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3.
Wait, which
Oh.
Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man 2 was one of the greatest movies ever made.
Right.
Okay, hold on.
on.
So, do you want to stick with slightly above middle?
Above middle. Yeah, I feel good about above middle.
So just barely leaning towards loved,
Correct.
which is on the right side of the wheel.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One notch.
Which way?
That way. But
I feel like we nailed it.
yeah,
I
nailed
will
it.
say, if you're listening on podcast, it's gonna help if you go watch the actual video of
Yeah.
this episode. It's very visual, but
This isn't audible.
Yeah.
Okay, do better. All right.
All right, so Josh, open that sucker up.
Oh,
Nice.
Not bad. So
Nice.
you went slightly to the left side. We were thinking slightly to the
Okay.
right side.
Okay.
No, this is-
okay.
As
We
soon as
still-
he said like,
yeah.
but you have to think about where we would put it, and you were like, oh, so just slightly to the left. And we're like,
Yeah, technically, if we'd done what I said,
That would've-
we would have had more points.
Damn.
But
You're right. Yeah.
I didn't mean to encourage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So what was the pointage on that?
it was dead on 2.
2
Do.
points.
But at the same time, my one notch gave us points.
It did. That's true. Like, I think
Yeah.
we still would have had it, but technically we are more correct because of your one notch. Nailed it.
All
See,
right.
good team.
Yeah.
Nice.
Winning.
All right. So now you close that and you spin it again because it's now your turn to pick the prompt. But don't show us. So look at where it is. Show Christian, and then
Don't
close
show
it back
the
up.
audience.
We need a category.
Pick a
Pull
number.
from the head.
26.
Nice. That's close to where we're at. Love it. All right. Yeet. No yeet.
What?
So something we would get rid of versus something we would not get rid of.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
For those of you who don't speak Gen Z,
Now remember, try to make it nerdy.
I mean, this was like the beginning of Gen Z.
Yeah.
so we can keep it with the MCU. And
This was
an
like-
MCU movie you would yeet or not yeet.
Did you show Christian the scale?
Oh yeah, we haven't seen the scale
Oh, yeah,
yet.
we
All
have
right.
to see the scale. Ooh.
Yeet. No yeet. That is the question.
To yeet or not to yeet. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler. Okay. Really active
so
Jason tonight. We miss you, Jason.
so based on the so yeeting would be on the left, not yeeting would be on the right. I've already
Correct.
forgotten what it was. Okay.
Yeah, so try to keep it the way I have it on the graphics. So
Yeah.
Yeet is on the left.
Okay.
Also, how's my graphics? I made these myself.
They look
It's
so
really good, Corey.
Proud of you.
Thinking like maybe
Okay.
maybe like the first Captain America.
It doesn't have to be all MCU. Like, it can be other stuff.
Yeah, but we already said that we were going to stick
Yeah,
with
They
MCU for this
decided
one.
on
Yeah.
MCU.
Like, it could be.
Just because that's a big enough scale.
Yeah,
like,
but
think
they
about it,
can't-
that's-
They can't all be MCU.
Well, they don't have to be,
Trust
but
me, they
for
won't
this
be.
this
Okay.
particular,
Okay. That's fair.
First Captain America?
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
you get what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it ain't
Yeah.
Winter Soldier,
Right. Oh,
you know.
nothing's the Winter Soldier.
No, still nothing is the Winter Soldier.
Wait, why are we
yeah.
eating these? You know what? It's fine. It's your prompt. It's fine.
Yeah,
Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not eating them. But like, compare. We'll have our discussion.
maybe we're not.
So like first Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeet. No yeet.
So
Correct.
first Captain America.
Yes.
Yeet.
Okay.
No yeet.
I feel like the first Captain America was like pretty solid, but not like they said, not Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But like,
Uh,
does that mean it still wasn't good enough? They're doing like MCU universe,
So Captain America Winter Soldier would be like all the way on the
like not
no
yeet.
yeet side.
Absolutely.
So first, it's closer. I would think It's not all the way in the middle.
I
Like,
think
it's pretty
like
good.
I think it's like more
Like
than
a- like a-
slightly into No Yeet.
Like
Here, how about we use the visual we've been provided?
There's a tool for this exact
I would
purpose.
think like if here's dead center,
Yeah.
like there
yeah, I was
for
thinking that
No
too.
Yeet. Do we want
We're not yeeting it. We know that.
Yeah, no,
we're
it's-
definitely on
it's
the no yeet
fully
side.
on the No Yeet side?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I'm thinking like 75 degrees, 80
Yeah.
degrees. Yeah.
Now, Christian's one notch got them more points. Do we want to do a last minute change, or is that looking pretty good?
I think that's. Oh,
I'm gonna go one notch
okay.
toward Yeet. One notch to Yeet,
To eat.
Two yeet.
or not to Yeet.
All right.
You ready?
All right. Do it.
Hey,
Dang.
my one notch got us points.
I
It really
was-
did.
I was thinking maybe we should go
Tried
like
and
more
true
towards
system.
the center, but you know what? I'll take it. Is that 2
The
points?
one notch is what does it. 2 points. 2 points.
So what we've learned is that we all think pretty similarly.
Who would have
After
thought?
2 prompts. All right.
2 prompts that essentially were the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'll pick the number this time. How many that Star-Lord had?
Just explodes.
All right. 15. All right. The prompt is replaceable on the left, irreplaceable on the right.
Okay,
So-
let's get our scale.
How are you going to frame this?
Robert Downey Jr.
100% irreplaceable.
Okay,
All
the
right.
roll this round has to be something
So
other than
irreplaceable,
MCU.
he could play multiple characters.
I'm thinking like
Well, let's get our scale in this.
yeah.
All right, you ready? Can you see it?
Okay.
Okay, so replaceable,
Uh-huh.
irreplaceable,
Irreplaceable.
replaceable, irreplaceable. I forgot. Okay.
Let's think non-MCU.
Sure.
Non-MCU.
Do you want to try to get outside of movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bear in mind, Corey's barely literate.
Scott.
Okay.
Could also be video games or
I immediately jumped to Doctor Who just because I've been
love
watching
it.
a
We're
lot
watching
of
right now. Love
Mhm.
it.
it. Okay, because
I'll carry us. It's okay.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I was
because
expecting.
obviously, like, just on the premise of the show,
Uh-huh.
each Doctor is replaceable from a fundamental standpoint. Is replaceable, but like from a fan perspective,
Yeah.
are they actually replaceable? The answer is no. They're not replaceable, but they replace them anyway. So like we're getting into
Okay.
a weird.
Let's
Okay, so I'm
expand
thinking
a little
like-
bit. Let's use like the companions and stuff too.
So replaceable, irreplaceable.
Replaceable,
Is that how
irreplaceable.
you spell irreplaceable?
Yes.
Okay.
It's cut off.
Okay.
That's the Italian
I'm
version.
thinking of where we were. Okay. Ooh,
I think
that's a hot take.
ooh, this is going to be a hot take. Wow, you really backed us into a corner. So
I did.
I know how Corey Doctor Who's. I don't know how you Doctor Who.
He does though. He knows how I Doctor Who.
Oh no.
That's not going to help me win.
Oh, no.
I need to win.
Oh no.
Cause see, I think mine's too much of a hot take to be accurate.
Let me hear it.
I was gonna say,
John Hurt.
I was gonna say Rose,
Honestly, I kind of agree with you.
but I don't think anybody else does. Which is a clue in itself.
I was going to
I
say,
mean,
so we're
that's
leaning towards
definitely-
replaceable.
What I
Yeah,
wanted to
definitely
say.
discuss-
Very replaceable.
It's okay.
So you gotta
Um,
choose a different one now. That's too easy.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I already know it. The clue has been clued.
But also, if we know how each other Doctor Who's, that's a verb now. Um,
It's her teeth
I guess
are
we
too
do have to
big.
kind of stick with it because
we could be bluffing. Like we know.
Choose a different person. Let's see.
Rose is pretty universally adored as like one of the greatest companions ever. But in real life, when you talk to people, they're always kind of like,
Let's.
Which one's Rose?
She was in the first episode of the
Rory.
relaunch back in 2005.
Okay.
So she started with the
Not
ninth Doctor,
Amy and Rory.
Chris Eccleston.
Rory.
And then she carried over into David Tennant and was basically his love interest
Do you agree?
for most of it.
Well, let's let them finish their thought.
Okay.
All right.
All right, clue.
So she's saying
She was blonde.
Rory, but not Amy and Rory as a couple.
Specifically just Rory?
Rory.
Just Rory.
So we're still leaning towards replaceable.
I guess we really gave you 2 clues.
I guess I do agree with you.
Okay.
So
It seems like not as much as the other one.
no, but as far as
I'm
the
glad
scale
you agree
goes,
with me on the other one, though.
as far as the scale goes, I'll agree with you.
Okay.
I want to
Yeah.
say like 30 degrees into replaceable. So like a third of the way into
I
replaceable.
mean, which how they're talking, like, yeah,
You feeling good about that?
yeah.
Hold on. There are visual aids.
The visual aid.
Don't worry. By round 17, we'll remember that we have the actual game in front of us.
Did I go too hard?
No,
Not hard enough?
Not hard.
Where's that
enough.
one notch, Christian?
I gave it 2 that time. Did I overshoot?
No, that feels good. I think.
Right.
Yep.
Put it up and show.
Ah, I. You know.
Dang, y'all hate Rose more than I thought.
I really did not actually like Rose at all.
I liked the storylines. I liked Billy. I don't know. Compared to some of the other, like it's
the
on
companions have gotten a lot stronger.
it's
since
on
then.
the scale of
Yeah.
all the new Doctor Who doctors and companions. Like, you know my scale, so that's why that works, but y'all don't.
See, I was thinking aggressive
That's
on
gonna
the
sound great
replaceable.
underneath all the audio. You were thinking what?
I was thinking like aggressively on the replaceable
You should have
side.
spoken up.
You know, I should trust my gut.
Yeah, if I had
Lesson
gone
learned.
full replaceable, I would have said Martha, which I loved Martha, but let's be honest,
She didn't do much.
the most replaceable companion,
Pretty though.
unfortunately. She's pretty.
All right. Pick a prompt. Let me know what it is.
Freema?
10.
The next prompt. Book was better on the left. Movie was better on the right.
Oh, okay.
Has there ever been a movie that's been better than a book? Let's be completely honest.
Oh,
Wow.
I guess we're about to find out.
Now, what's interesting here, though, is
Right?
That was an educated guess. I cannot see this.
I mean, like,
The
don't know.
more
I literally don't know what to do.
If it's off the thing, get to reset it.
Yeah, okay, because that's
Okay.
what we had.
Yeah.
We were just like,
yeah.
yeah, I was like, how do
okay.
you?
We should have mentioned that. Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
If it has to be, you
All
have to have the
point
full.
editors, have
Yeah.
to be showing.
This is where you need to cut to a technical difficulty thing.
Yep.
And then come back.
Time wipe.
I did it again.
I'm
oddly consistent.
Josh,
Just turn it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
so book was better, movie was better.
So
Book was better.
book
on the
was
left.
better.
Movie's
Movie
better.
was
Book was
better.
better, movie was better.
I have an opinion, but it might be controversial.
I wish
just
I was
said
more of
Rose
a book
was
reader.
replaceable, So
So what?
I wish I was more of a book reader.
Okay. I mean,
man,
that's,
I wish I
that's
could
fair.
read.
Um, oof.
I tried reading the Game of Thrones book.
It's dense.
Before the 7th season came out. Didn't work.
It's dense. I mean, any of your big historical fantasies kind of like that. Which leads me. It's okay. This will even it out because Corey won't know it either.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is really just between me and Cynthia. Okay. Oh,
Christian, you're just letting him choose the clue. Like it's
I mean,
all right. Okay.
The Lord of the Rings.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
So the Lord of the Rings books are like, well, they're dense. There's a lot more that's in the books than there were in the movies.
But the movies were excellent. But how excellent were they compared to the
now, are you
the
including
books?
like the similar?
Good job. Got it.
Excellent question. I'm going to say the core 3,
Okay.
Core 3, the trilogy.
the trilogy. Yeah.
Okay.
None of the expanded universe.
Okay.
I'm going to out myself here. I have not read the trilogy.
Oof.
I know.
mm,
I know. It's a character flaw.
Out of all the things you've read,
Okay. See, okay.
Yeah, I'm actually genuinely surprised about
You
that.
should be. You should be.
How they're gonna jump on you about books and movies?
I've read a lot.
Well, here's the
of
better
books.
question. What do you do with all your time?
All my time, all the time that I have. No, but I've read The Hobbit. The books I've heard were excellent, obviously.
So good they made a movie.
So good they made movies, and the movies are so good. Like, they hold up even now, but how...
So let's narrow this down.
Mm,
Are we thinking book better, movie better? Let's pick a side.
I'm thinking it
Better
is
question.
so close.
Am I thinking book better or movie better?
Well, yeah.
I think it's so close to the middle, but I think Josh is going to say the books were a little better, but like just barely. Like just barely, because the movies were so good.
Mhm.
And by just barely, I mean just barely, and then we'll probably add one more notch to get us points.
And Josh likes those smart people books, so he'd
Yeah.
probably think it was
So
better.
maybe 2 notches, and we'll get even more points.
I like the
Also,
things they're saying about me.
to clarify, I sort of know what he's talking about, so I agree.
So I'm thinking,
yeah, show me what you're thinking.
like, if this is dead center, I'll turn it in
It's
a
good
second.
backup, Christian.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I
good.
was going to say, like,
Feeling the support.
here, book was better, but more like there.
Yeah, I was kind of picturing that.
You feeling it?
Open it. Dang!
Oh.
You thought the movies were better?
You thought...
Yeah, I'll
okay,
say it. Tom Bombadil, stupid as
You thought...
Fight me, internet. I don't care.
All right. So I'm not surprised that you thought, like, thinking about it, I'm not surprised you thought the movies were better. I'm surprised you thought the movies were that much better, but also, I haven't read the trilogy.
So no, I mean, here's what I'll say. The Lord of the Rings books are phenomenal. They literally defined high fantasy as we know it.
Yeah.
They can be a read. Like that's a lot. The movies, people always complain about how the movies cut stuff out of the books.
Mhm.
The Lord of the Rings movies were very good at cutting the things out that didn't need to be there.
Oh crap! I knew that because you've said it before.
Like even
Dang
the
it!
even the extended editions,
Yeah.
You got to listen to his rants.
it
man.
was good cuts. So to me, the Lord of the Rings movies exist as like the
polished
the
version.
pinnacle, yes, of translating something from one medium to another.
I should have thought about that.
Yeah.
That was all
I would
that-
say the same thing about the Harry Potter movies. I would say the Harry
Oh.
Potter movies are better than the Harry Potter books.
I'd put it pretty close. I think the books overall are better, but it would be closer to center than I think the popular vote
No.
would decide. You know what? That one's not on you at
That's
all.
fair,
That was
yeah.
an excellent take, and we were not
Yeah,
on the same
that's our bad.
wavelength.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Dang, I even gotta agree with you when we lost that.
Man.
Man.
All right, close that sucker back up. Pick a new prompt, sweetheart.
He doesn't call any
22.
of the rest of us sweetheart.
Right? It's
Do
not
you
fair.
want him to?
Said 22.
22.
Even like darling.
All right, this one should be a little bit more straightforward. Villain on the left, hero on the right.
If he says Jenny, we agree which way we're going,
Oh.
right?
Complete
you ready?
villain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Villain, hero?
Yes.
Look at the sugar.
Just look at the screen.
Okay.
The screen's backwards
Villain.
relative to me.
Hero.
Let's see if we can throw them off. So,
That's
not
rude.
just choosing like
That's
a
rude.
Batman and a Joker. Let's
Yeah,
see if
yeah,
we
yeah.
can like.
I mean,
I would
some-
actually argue Batman's really close to center.
Sure. I'm trying to think of like a person that at one point in time was a villain, but then they like switched sides just to see if we could throw them off.
Mm.
But the one I'm thinking of is like Scarlet Witch. She switched sides pretty hard.
But did she switch?
See, that's the question.
Switch witch.
Good sandwich place. Switch Witch.
What are
My
you,
favorite.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Hashtag switch witch.
Doesn't have to be MCU. We keep going back
Which
to
is
Marvel.
that
Yeah,
place,
but
which is-
everything I go to is going to be Doctor Who. So,
What about like a Star Wars or Star Trek?
mm.
Is there like a flip flopper in Star Trek?
Ooh. Oh no, that one's gonna be too close. No. I was gonna go Janeway, but that's
Actual war criminal. I can't stress that enough.
it doesn't work for what we're going for here.
Yeah.
But because I knew Josh would give that reaction. Josh would be like, "Villain, jail her, war criminal."
Stripper of her command. whatever the Star Trek equivalent of Leavenworth is. It's where she needs to be.
Punisher? Something around there, maybe?
Now remember, in my book, Punisher is 100% a hero.
It's my wavelength.
It's not even debatable. Very
that's
pro
how
Second
he
Amendment.
thinks.
Maybe like, okay, let's think, okay, getting outside of movies, video games, like a character in a video game. Zelda.
Well, that's literally good versus evil. That's like heroes versus villains.
Okay.
So
As all fantasy
that would
should
be
be.
very cut and dry.
Amazon.
I think.
This is hard.
This is a hard one.
This placement is very hard too. That's the thing.
hold on. How about?
I have a good one.
Oh man,
We need
I think-
a
I think we gotta go
Vulcan
Punisher.
moment.
Then we gotta
We're,
go
we're
Punisher.
definitely
Any
in the
sort
middle
of
here.
No.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
Punisher.
How would you qualify it?
because
We're
I
not
was
supposed to
leaning
qualify.
hard one way or the other. There
You
wouldn't be.
can qualify it within reason. You're not supposed to use like
Yeah.
numbers or percentages or you. Okay, it's our rules. We
Yeah.
can qualify how we want. But if you want to just say Punisher,
I want to say Punisher.
okay. But you have to remember this is Corey. we're talking
Punisher.
about
Corey's Punisher.
Punisher.
In Corey's book, the Punisher probably leans very slightly villain.
Yes. Indeed.
Again, in my book, like 95% hero.
So let me ask you guys this: what would be villainist villain to heroist hero?
Heroist hero would be, again, if we're sticking with the MCU or just the Marvel universe, heroist hero would be like, I mean, someone who's absolute good, like Captain America.
Like
Captain America, yeah.
Yeah.
Villainist villain.
Spider-Man.
Villainist villain would be, I mean, just someone who's absolute evil. See, the cool thing in comics became to make villains heroes for a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's very few villains that have just stayed villains the entire time.
Mhm.
Green Goblin.
All right.
I mean, that leans pretty consistently villain, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think he had one or two redemption storylines, but like, he always ends up being a villain again.
Okay. So with that in mind, that's your scale. Does our scale line up? So what are you thinking? Punisher.
I'm still thinking slightly to the left.
Yeah. They're like 2 notches to the left. Yeah.
Say when.
Oh, when? What?
Are you there yet?
Back up.
I'd open that up.
Oof.
You kind of moved it when you did that, but you still
but
didn't hit
it's
it. Yeah.
basically in the same spot.
Whoa!
Really?
I mean, he's a hero, but he kills people. So like,
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked a little bit.
That's
I
pretty
would've-
far on the hero side. Like I know I'm
Yeah.
on your team, but that's pretty far on the hero side for somebody who literally kills
Yeah, I'm gonna.
people.
I'm gonna-
Right.
I just don't have anything.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't trust your own scale.
no.
I'm calling
Okay.
bad clue on that one.
he only kills bad people, but
Okay.
he's all about justice, just in a really raunchy way.
Okay.
What about due process, man?
that
That's crazy.
Grossly
was a hard
overrated.
one. That was a really hard one. All right.
What would y'all have said for that?
Yeah, what would your clue
For
have been?
there.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh, there.
Like halfway
so like
to
60% of the way to hero.
Yeah.
It was
Hulk.
It was a little bit closer
tiny
to
more.
halfway.
Mm.
Yeah.
I would have said like
He said
Hulk.
Oh, dang, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Like
mm,
clearly a good guy, but doesn't always do good things.
Yeah.
Hulk.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Significantly better than Punisher.
Well, all right. Pick your prop.
Yep.
Close that sucker back up.
All right.
I'd say Damien.
So what?
Damien.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, pick your
I'm really,
prop, too.
really
you gotta get the
consistent.
card.
Okay. 13.
All right.
Oh.
This one's going to be interesting.
What?
Star Wars on the left, Star Trek on the right. This is going to be an interesting one. So what's
Okay.
like an
Just know
what
if
is-
they say
universal
okay.
scale?
if they say starships, it's dead center.
Okay, no, but that's a good reference point.
Space
Okay.
vehicles.
But like we also don't want them to get it.
Right.
But it has to be a fair clue. Okay. No, this is like an excellent this is like an excellent category, but it's like really hard.
I believe this is actually one of the official like game prompts too. It's like I didn't make this one up. So
Ooh.
it's in the game.
Wow.
So using starships as a dead center reference.
Space is the center.
Yeah.
Maybe as a little tip, think back to our Star Wars is science fantasy, but Star Trek is science fiction.
Yeah, but again though, like we don't want to give it to you. That's going to be the tricky part about this, is that any clue would kind of give it to you.
It would at least give you which side you're on.
See, that's what I was going to say. Okay, so let's rethink this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's work under the assumption that our clue will tell them which side it's on.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily tell them where on that side it is. So what would be a good clue that doesn't necessarily give them the degree?
Oh, I'd have a good one. If this was in a very specific spot where it might actually be, I would have such a good clue.
Because like I was thinking something like superhuman ability. Because like you've got the Force, but then you also have a lot of aliens in Star Trek that can do a lot of things
Right.
that regular humans cannot. But it actually goes really well both ways, and I don't feel like that's it's not a fair clue.
Or are we thinking fair?
Or are we thinking to win?
I was thinking red shirts.
Well, okay. Pretty Star Trek. So we know what side it's on.
Expand on your thinking.
Like the way you have to think about it. Like their role.
So I'd say like red shirts are the Star Trek equivalent of.
No, actually, hold on. I like where you're going with this. Their military is mostly made up of nameless drones.
Their military.
A main faction within this universe, at least as far as the audience is concerned, is made up mostly of unnamed support staff.
So this could be stormtroopers. This could be Borg. This could be red shirts.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm thinking.
I think we have a little bit of the advantage of Christian going straight to red shirts to put us on the Star Trek side.
Yeah. I'm going.
But where? How do we get anywhere within? Okay. This is how. It's got to be relatively close to center, like 45 degrees or 45 to 90. Like it's not going to be straight in the center.
Down to mostly the key.
Because if it was like quintessentially Star Trek, they would have said like Enterprise or something. But if they said a main faction of their military is primarily made up of nameless drones.
That could apply to both. So I am thinking closer to the center.
Yeah. So, but it's not like just barely off the center. Oh, maybe it is.
Okay.
Okay. Let's look at it.
Point. Move the little needle.
Okay. So I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the same wavelength as you.
But if you had just said that and not red shirts, I would definitely go Star Wars on this.
Yeah.
But I think it's on the Star Trek side.
Yeah, because I kind of forgot about the red shirt comment, and I was immediately thinking Clone Army.
Yeah, but they're also trying to throw us off.
Yeah.
That's why he said drones.
But I like your explanation. I like where it is. I think let's do it.
We going with it? We going with it?
Yeah.
This is where you insert the drum roll noise.
Yeah.
Dang!
Frank!
Oh.
So my line of thinking is that we do learn the occasional name of a Starfleet officer.
Yeah.
You never learn stormtrooper names.
So I need to know now. My question is, why did you say red shirt? I need your line of thinking on that.
It triggered a good line of thinking.
Because it was a
Right.
successful dupe, if that's what it was. But explain yourself.
I mean, in both franchises, there are just a collection of people that just matter but don't matter.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know what?
That's pretty much where it stopped.
All right.
And then Josh
Okay.
finished it.
I can get on board with that.
He gave me a jumping off point.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I can see your reasoning.
All right. Close it back up. Is it my turn to pick?
I think it's my turn. I've only picked once.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Action movie on the left, but adventure movie on the right.
Yo, okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
This is gonna be hard since Cynthia's seen 3 movies.
Thanks, Josh.
Yep.
Okay.
Action movie on the left, adventure movie on the right. Action, adventure.
I like both.
Okay.
Also in one.
Dead center.
How do I think about this out loud without ruining? Okay.
I mean, we could set a scale because it's such a broad category of action to
Okay.
adventure.
So action movie on the far left, the most actiony movie of all time.
Fast and Furious.
The Expendables.
The Expendables. I like that.
Okay, and the most adventure
Most
movie.
adventurous movie.
Indiana Jones.
Okay,
That's up there. I don't know if
Well,
I'll put that as the most
I don't
extreme,
know.
but
there's a lot of
You
action
know what?
in Indiana Jones.
National Treasure.
I was actually thinking National
Mm.
Treasure. I'm like,
Why am I helping you?
Right?
This is the trick. Okay.
okay. Expendables. National Treasure.
Action, adventure. So I'm gonna suggest movies
Okay.
that
that.
I haven't seen because it's all of them.
Love that.
And you either go absolutely yes or absolutely no.
Love that.
Top Gun.
Oof.
Oh crap.
That's got to lean action, right?
Hard action.
Yeah.
Because if that's anywhere
This is
close,
where we throw
I'm
off
showing
their
my
own
ability
clue
to not
maker.
see any movie and still
Let's-
make good guesses.
I'm gonna lock that one away.
Okay.
Keep naming them.
What was the
This is going well.
John Wick?
It's hard
That's
action.
hard
Yeah.
action.
Okay. I'm getting my own scale. Well,
John
I've
Wick
named 2
2.
movies. I'm out.
Okay.
Which 4 was kind of an
Jurassic
adventure.
Park.
More than the other.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's definitely more
Adventure.
to one side than the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, okay, I'm thinking. Okay.
'Kay.
Like action movies are easy to think of. So
Mm-hmm.
like the adventure part is the hard part to. It's like what's adventure-y? Jumanji.
Mm.
Jurassic Park is very adventure.
Yeah.
She's seen that one now.
I have, as of last year.
I made you watch that.
Yep, it was a good movie. Great.
She still hates the
Excellent.
score.
Man, you know what?
Listen, I might be coming around on it, but I'm not ready to declare that publicly. As of right now, as of this moment,
So
let
wait.
it still stand that I hate the Jurassic Park theme. Love you, John
Oh,
Williams. Hate the theme,
yeah. The first one, right?
but I might be coming around to it because I've exposed myself to it so many times. Anyway, okay.
It's the French horn solo that gets me.
It's always a French horn. Oh, they're so good. Second best instrument.
I kind of want to say Top Gun Maverick.
Ukulele is the first.
Okay.
Of course.
What'd you say? Ukulele?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
ukulele is the first best instrument.
The sitar.
Top Gun. Top Gun
80s
Maverick.
synthesizer.
I had a suggestion that was decent about a movie I haven't seen. Top Gun
Top
Maverick.
Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
Just 30% action.
Like 30%.
Like leaning 30% into action.
Oh.
Because it's not a full blown action movie.
Right. There's
But
more
it's pretty
story.
actiony.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more of
Actually, no, I'm going to say 45% action movie.
What if you use the visual to show what you're thinking?
We'll get there eventually.
I said round 17.
You know what? That thing comes out of the thing. Why would we pick up the whole box?
It holds it.
Yeah.
Let me just hold it. Yeah.
But,
Oh, anyway.
yeah.
I mean, this is what I had in my head. Maybe a little more.
That's more where I'm
You feeling it?
Yeah.
Is that Jimmy in your jams?
That's floating my boat.
Okay. Yep.
Jimmy and my jams.
You-
Float my boat.
That's
like
Butter
it?
my
butter on my
biscuit.
toast. Yep.
Okay.
Matt. Yeah.
We watched this movie like 85 times at Best Buy.
Probably even more than that.
Okay.
All right.
Open it.
Hey,
Dang! Is
Oh.
that 3 points?
That is 3 points. Yep.
How close is that? How many notches to 4?
It's an excellent question. 3 notches would have had us in 4.
Dang.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I think your first guess was on the other 3.
Because like
Yeah.
it's hard to
We should have
call
split the diff.
It's hard to call it an action movie because like there was no fighting or anything, but like it's more adrenaline.
Yeah.
But it was an action movie.
I don't want to call it an adventure movie.
It's more about the score in that movie.
This is exactly
Hans
the
Zimmer
same
Zimmered
way
hard.
Yeah.
that I got any of those Star Wars questions right in Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Educated guesses.
All right. Whoever, Josh's team picks.
14.
Bad influence on the left. Role model on the right.
Okay. So let's I like the idea of setting the scale.
Right.
Okay, so what is like the worst bad influence you could possibly have? From I guess like a popular character.
Smokey from Smokey and the Bandit.
Fair enough.
What?
Fair. Slightly dated reference, but
Right.
solid.
I thought for 1 second you were gonna go with Smokey the Bear, like forest fires, and I was like,
No.
what's come to light about Smokey the Bear that I don't know?
He's been setting those fires.
And he's trying to get us to stop it.
Right.
It's a very weird Seven type sort of
You
situation.
and only you can prevent forest fires if you can get through me,
Yeah.
if you can stop me.
Smokey the Bear, the final boss.
Well, that's the pre-roll.
All right, so your ultimate role model would be like, it has to be like Gandalf or something, right?
I was thinking like Tom Hanks.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, people think that he's a bad guy because he acts out against the paparazzi. But yeah, Tom Hanks.
So
Or are we sticking to like movie characters?
I mean, the scale would have made sense if we stuck to movie characters. But,
Okay, movie characters.
Tom Hanks / Gandalf. So,
Apparently, Tom Hanks and Gandalf are on the same scale. All right.
Well, yeah, where have you been?
Captain Picard.
So, Captain Picard, a morally
Yeah.
sketchy
Yeah?
character, but overall good.
I'd say that's on the role model side.
Yeah. Like he kind of bends the rules.
We agree with that?
Mhm.
I agree.
So, like you don't.
But there's the whole prime directive of it all. Like,
Like you don't necessarily look
did
up
he
to
ever
people.
break the prime directive though? I think that was
Surely.
several
Yeah.
times.
Okay, so they've set the
Okay.
thing. So I'm thinking, was that the official clue? Captain Picard.
It is the official clue.
So Picard, generally a
The official
role
clue,
model,
agency nerd.
I'm thinking it's pretty close to
like
here's center. I'm thinking like, wait, bad influence, good influence. I'm thinking like,
right, like towards the edge. Yeah,
whoa, you mean like
you're thinking center
not center and maybe
because he bends the rules, and generally people that bend the rules, you don't want to be a role model, but also he's like one of the best leaders.
he's not Janeway.
No, he's not a war criminal.
He's a good leader. People
okay, probably
respect him.
pretty far,
anti
but
that.
also like
Yeah, right.
did some things,
Yeah, but
but
for the greater good.
for the okay.
That's a
Yeah.
very bad guy thing to say.
Point to thingy.
As soon as you have to say that,
Right.
What'd you say?
as soon as you have to say it's for the greater good, you're getting bad guy vibes.
Yeah, you're moving. Okay, so
I'm thinking a little bit more.
yeah,
Yeah. One more. Yeah. Right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were both thinking the one notch. We
Yeah.
settled.
I like that.
Nice.
Oh, we were so close.
It's right on 3.
Dang.
All right.
I'm proud of us.
I can agree with both of those. Our answer and your clue.
So, score update. The tie is still scored 5-5.
Okay.
So, we got it. Yeah, I said what I said.
All right, cool.
All right. Easy to kill on the left. hard to kill on the right.
Ooh,
Okay.
this is a good one. Corey, did you come up with all these by yourself?
Okay.
So easy to kill, hard to kill.
Let's make it an unofficial rule that you have to set the scale.
Okay.
I think that's really good
Easy to kill.
because it's still subjective, but like, you get what I'm saying? It lends
Yeah.
a formula.
easy to kill, red shirt.
Oof.
Hard to kill.
Sometimes they just show up and die.
Yeah, they fall onto the screen, like they fall into the shot dying.
So for hard to kill,
Anybody a stormtrooper's trying to hit.
Oof.
well, does that imply that they
Good burn, though.
can still be killed?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
Well,
like,
okay, no, hold on. Easy to kill, like somebody that shows up dead, like a red shirt. Hard to kill.
Superman.
I'd say, all the way somebody that's immortal. Like you cannot kill them. That is
Well,
the
no,
hardest
like-
to kill.
hard
Immortal.
to kill, but still kill the bowl. That's what I'm asking. It's like
I'd
I'm
say
thinking,
the hardest thing to kill would be somebody that's unkillable. Like,
I agree with her. I think you're getting caught
I
in the
feel like-
semantics.
immortal would be off the scale.
I
Because this
think-
implies that you can still kill them.
So Superman.
Yeah. Like Superman can die, but
okay.
he's freaking hard to kill.
So our scale is red shirt to Superman.
And if that's not our new T-shirt, I don't know. I don't know.
What was
is.
it? I forget where to place it.
So
Okay.
dead center would be like a very average killable person.
Mhm.
Yeah. Of average killability.
I feel like Superman, that's a large side of hard to kill.
Okay, let's go superheroes. Because like some of them are definitely more killable than others, but some of them are also the more
Ooh.
killable ones
Ooh.
are very lucky
Ooh.
as well.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh ah.
Batman.
Tang.
So we're leaning on the hard to kill side.
Okay.
Batman.
I'm thinking like 25% of the way.
I don't want to debate
hard
it
to
because I'll give it away.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the problem.
But yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
I want to debate it, but I yes, Batman.
20.
We can debate once we unveil it.
Yeah, Batman.
Batman.
Good job.
25 feels good.
Wait, how much prep time did this Batman have? Because that's a very internet-y thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Batman could defeat Godzilla if he had prep time.
Yeah.
So,
Was this
Can't
early years
qualify it.
Yes.
Batman or later on Batman?
Is this like
take an
George
average of
Clooney Batman or
Yeah.
like Affleck Batman?
Take an average of the Batmans. The Batmen.
like a Christian Bale Batman.
Okay,
Or a Val Kilmer?
so he's a
No.
quitter.
R.I.P.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
sad.
Anyway,
So Christian Bale?
Christian Bale Batman.
Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 25-30% of the way into hard to kill.
He did let that flaming beam fall on death. And
Yeah, and then he got
Ra's al Ghul
burned by
Didn't
Alfred.
yeah, that's also true. Yeah,
He was a quitter though. He quit
he did quit.
twice, actually.
Well, didn't his back break?
I mean, he got over it.
Didn't die.
I mean,
did he
for the
die?
reason for
So-
him quitting.
Kind of hard to kill.
Yeah.
So
A little higher. There.
yeah,
Does that feel good? Well,
split the diff.
okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Nicely done.
So is that 3 points?
3 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Because okay, my debate was gonna be, I feel like with some of these superheroes, like some that you wouldn't say are the most powerful or like naturally immune to death are also the luckiest.
Yeah.
Like there's such a luck factor
There is.
in some of these superheroes that should just be like killable, not
Well,
dying.
I mean,
Which like it's
superheroes by definition have plot armor.
exactly.
Mm,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. So you have to take it into account. But I feel like that was good job.
Thanks, dear.
Obviously, they got it.
Lebanon.
Learn.
Lebanon.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, one of the more generic ones you could get. You can take it anywhere. So evil on the left, good on the right. So this could be anything.
Okay.
Evil
All
on
right.
the left, go in the right.
So what would be the
Evil.
utmost evil?
Good.
Goldman Sachs.
Oof.
What?
Uh,
How about Voldemort?
I was gonna say ExxonMobil.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, right.
Sauron.
That's pretty evil.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the goodest?
Sauron.
Goodest, the bestest.
Most best.
Is it Superman again? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess you have to go Superman again.
Okay. So,
So evil. Good.
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, now that's
They're talking
Think it-
telepathically.
What about like Deadpool?
Ooh. Would Deadpool be evil or good?
oh,
he's really freaking raunchy.
Do you think I'm leaning the wrong way, maybe?
But overall, does
I think it's
like,
depending on like, because he kind of has an arc. But I'm not talking about. I'm talking in front of you guys.
No, I mean that's a
Um,
valid point though. Like
yeah.
that's okay. So what about
this thought process is going to be riveting to listen to on podcast only.
the ghoul in Fallout?
Ooh,
Ooh.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Agreed.
great.
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
crap.
This one's all on you.
Oh, crap. The ghoul in Fallout.
I have zero knowledge base going into this.
So,
Old Walton Goggins.
yeah, he starts off. Are we talking specifically about the Amazon show?
Yes, that is the specific character to which I am referring.
Okay. So he starts off a good guy. So pre-nuclear fallout, he's just a father. He's an actor.
He said the
He cares about his daughter. He tries to protect her when the bombs start dropping.
So we're very much on the good side for now.
But then, post fallout, he
He said that.
he becomes a ghoul that is essentially a mercenary, and he goes and kills people for bounties and all that fun stuff.
Okay, but what's his purpose in doing that? Is it like to provide for his family, or is
No,
it
his
just
family's all dead. It's just 'cause,
okay? He's just
yeah.
because he wants to kill
Yeah.
people.
So,
But also, well, makes him a bad person, but a tortured bad person. Does that have any credit?
He's
No,
tortured.
he's still killing people.
I think we're just past, like, just towards evil.
Like just off center
Just-
toward evil,
Just barely.
barely to the left.
Yeah.
Why not further? If he's just straight up murdering people, where's the good in that? Because there has to be some. If you're saying
Because
it's
there's
not
still some good inside of him. Like it.
where he's killing people.
I'm very worried on your scale of murder, Corey.
At best, it's wildly inconsistent.
That's okay. Get the point. They're all you know what? A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah. Right there.
Actually, not like that.
That's still pretty good
that-
for someone that straight up murders people.
For
I like
money.
It, though.
But-
I like it.
What'd you say? Never mind.
For money.
I like it.
You
I
sure?
like it. I was even
Well, I
thinking
guess
more
in the
towards
show
the center,
it's
but I think
for
that
drugs.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's
Are
it.
you sure?
I think that's
'Cause
it.
this one's all you.
I think that's it. Do it. I knew it was going to be more towards the center.
I gave you the chance to change it. Hmm.
Dang it. You were talking me out of it. He
With
kills
my
people. He's going to be
abundance of
evil.
knowledge.
Yeah, someone that never saw the show.
She wasn't really even talking to her. She's just going, "Are you sure?"
I was questioning it. Okay, but I was questioning it in the opposite direction. This guy started out good and now just kills people for money, and you put him in the center?
Were you thinking there was more to his part?
It's a self-preservation thing though,
Yeah.
Right.
because like he uses the money and or rewards to fund the medicine that keeps him from going feral.
That's what I was looking for. I'm on your side.
He's still going around killing people.
Okay, I said, but what's the purpose of it? Is it to provide for something? You're like, no, his family's dead. He just kills people. And I was like, pile of crap.
It's too late.
28.
Oh, here we go. This is a fun one. This is
Okay.
an official wavelength question. So on the left, movie that Godzilla would ruin. On the right, movie that Godzilla would improve.
All right,
Passion of the
I'm here
Christ.
for this.
51st Dates.
All right, show me. So let's get our scale going. Movie that Godzilla would ruin.
Movie that Godzilla would improve.
One that he would ruin.
Ruin. Improve.
What would he ruin just entirely? Like
Titanic.
that would make it better.
I was gonna say strong disagree.
Yeah, no. Okay, he would ruin.
Like
A
you wouldn't
kid-
even be hard to
like
work
a
in
kid's
narratively.
movie,
Right.
like
Is there a movie Godzilla would ruin?
Yeah, first
yeah,
off,
yeah.
I'm having a hard time thinking of one.
no.
I was thinking of Dude, Where's My Car, but it ruined itself.
Oof.
What is it? No. Okay, I'm not going to argue that. The King's Speech.
You know what? You're right. Godzilla would ruin that movie. Movie that Godzilla would improve? Madam Web, because anything could improve that.
Oof.
It would have given it an ounce of plot that it did not have.
Oof.
But wouldn't you say the King's speech, like his speech, would make the same amount of sense if Godzilla was in
No.
You're comparing Godzilla to World War II.
it? I mean,
The destruction of this great country brought about by a lizard.
Surprisingly not bad.
Terrible, actually.
So ruin, improve.
Ruin, improve. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sold. Yes.
It's dead center.
I would say more ruin.
How much more?
Are you sure about that clue?
15%.
You really think that?
I can justify my answer.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I
Okay,
believe
so here's what we got. Corey really likes Guardians of the
He
Galaxy.
really likes it. Yeah. But, well, I guess that's not what I think.
See, the thing is, a giant lizard isn't even that out of place in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Very true. He can hang out with those, like, octopus things.
Octopi,
Octopuses.
octopine.
Losing the thread. All right.
So you're leaning towards ruin,
I'm thinking ruin.
but not a whole lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could do it.
You can. Yeah, okay.
You locked in? Before you open it, I'll say, because like you're sold, you can't change your answer. I
And there's more.
agree with you.
Mhm.
Like I agree, but I'm very surprised you agree.
Mhm.
And they will be too. I'm very surprised you agree. Now you can't change it. You can't change it.
Oh, I hate this already.
Open it.
Dang it.
You think it would improve a movie that you love that much by that much?
Yeah, so
Calling
the
shenanigans.
the essence of Guardians of the Galaxy is that they fight those huge monsters. Like the whole thing is that they're a team that fights things that other people can't fight. Even Guardians of the Galaxy 2 opens up with them fighting that huge monster. So would improve.
But they already fight a big monster. Do they need another monster?
Yeah, it's Godzilla.
When do you not need another giant monster?
I think your own clue was bad.
No, love it.
You
But
just
also-
love it because that means you win.
Oh,
Shenanigans.
you guys are winning.
You get to choose one more.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, rock and roll.
Then it's fine, I guess.
Underrated game on the left, overrated game on the right. So you're getting out of movies finally, specifically video games. Underrated on the left, overrated on the right.
All right. What is the most underrated game of all time?
Most underrated game?
Pikmin.
She freaking
Hell
loves-
yes! Absolutely! We're best friends now.
Wow.
I need you to know
Nice.
this.
Okay, sure.
She's been playing Pikmin Go like
Um,
hard this past
Pause.
Wow.
It is Pikmin Bloom.
week. Or sorry, Pikmin Bloom.
It's the equivalent of Pokemon Go. I played it when
But
it came
Pikmin?
out, but it's Pikmin Bloom. It's by Niantic. Like it's the same people and
Ah.
everything. It
Oh,
uses
wow.
the same like
Engine.
maps. It's anyway. Play it. It has consumed my life.
All right, so that's the underrated one. So what's the overrated game?
Is it Call of Duty or Fortnite?
I say Fortnite.
Hard to agree. Fortnite is stupid. All right.
Well, there goes our audience members that are
Yeah,
12
right.
to 18.
Play a real
It's
game.
fine.
Do anything else.
I respect people who play Minecraft more than people who play Fortnite. At least you're doing something.
All right. So
All right.
anyway.
Wait, I forgot where our scale is.
Yeah, it's good.
Pikmin is all the Pikmin games except Pikmin
Oh.
4. Did you play Pikmin 4?
No,
What Pikmin have you played?
0.
Why'd you say it?
I don't know.
I
It
mean,
just
you're
popped
right.
in my head.
You're right. It is the most underrated. All of them except Pikmin 4.
Mm.
Like Pikmin 4, good, but anyway, I'll go on a rant. Never mind. I'll go on a
What a-
Pikmin rant sometime.
What about because it has to be popular enough to place on the scale. What about Metroid?
I agree.
Is it the best example? I mean, I want to give a good clue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Metroid.
Are we just thinking Metroid in general or a specific like?
Yeah, I would say in general. Like in the grand scheme of, oh, this game is so great. Versus, really, that game's great.
Okay, so I'm thinking we're on the underrated side because, like, gamers have a lot of respect for Metroid.
Yeah,
He's doing the pasta hand.
the pasta hand.
They have a lot of respect for Metroid, but it's not a very popular friend. It used to be a
Also
popular
talking about
franchise.
respect.
Could it be dead center? Like,
I'm thinking
did it get the credit it's due?
it has lacked in sales in recent generations,
Mm-hmm.
but it is definitely a strong franchise that people respect. So I think it's close to center, but on
Like
the
slightly underrated,
side.
just
yeah,
Barely.
yeah.
Like a click or two, a notch or two.
Yeah.
We thinking 1 or 2 notches.
Honestly, where it is right now might be.
All right. I'm sticking with it. You good?
Yeah.
We're not even moving it. Dead on. Like, it is as perfect as it could possibly get. One click to the one notch to the left, one notch to the right takes it off the center of the floor.
And that's 4 points, right?
Yeah, it's 4
Which
points.
gives us the win by 1 point.
Woo!
Boo.
I was really hoping that you were like, yeah, right off center. I was like, yes. Yes, right off center.
Dang. So that kind of actually proves that we're kind of all on the same wavelength in general.
Yeah, basically.
Like, all right.
Except for a few really bad clues.
Nice. That's
you
really
know,
cool.
you know who has to be here next time we play this though. It's like it has to be Jason because
Oh,
he would have
absolutely.
overthought it to death.
Oh,
It would have been awesome.
Well, if you were playing along, let us know how you did in the comments. If you were keeping track of points or keeping track of what your answers or clues would have been, let us know in the comments below. And please share us with your friends and family. That goes a long way in supporting this channel. If you have not already and made it all the way through this video, please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. Like this video. Go find the rest of our videos. Like some of those as well. And thank you for your support. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Any final thoughts, guys?
Well, there's 3 of us. I suppose we each could have a final thought.
Yeah.
Are they all on the same wavelength?
I figure they
He said
probably
the
are.
thing.
All right. So how about this? If we're on the same wavelength, on 3, what is it?
You sleep nerd.
You didn't count to
I
3.
was gonna. Yeah, you kind of jumped the gun.
Yeah.
Your,
1, 2,
prompt,
3.
your prompt was pretty bad. He'd sleep.
Good ending. Solid ending.
Take it easy, people.